got basketball action at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks, live on 2K Sports. We're all set to bring you NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Teams tonight, Doris, looking to take a measured approach to this game. What should we expect to see in these half-court sets?
Yeah, typically these two coaches want to make sure they're in control of what's transpiring in the half-court. So you'll see that point guard look over to the sideline, maybe get a play call from the head coach, and then try to execute it. But they're certainly seeking out the best matchups, and if that means changing sides of the floor, getting to the third and fourth options, that's exactly what these teams will do.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Boston, Tatum and Hayward holding down the forward spots. Marcus Smart is out there with Kemba Walker. Nice shot by Smart.
I'll tell you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
Walker against Barea. Over in the corner, Doncic. Over Tatum. Doncic, no good. The Celtics on offense. Outside Tatum. The pass to Hayward. Ball's knocked loose. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Smart. Shoots over Barea. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Hayward. Smart's got his second basket of the game. Not a fast start for the Mavericks. 6-point game. Up top, Marjanovic. Here's Porzingis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Oh, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
Walker against Barea. Walker in the post. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Pass to Doncic. With some arc, it's deflected.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Hayward, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
The free throw drops by Hayward. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
In today's NBA, we like to talk about that three-point shot. Well, the Dallas Mavericks, believe it or not, took the 4th most in the NBA last year.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He said we have guys who can create mismatches for all kinds of defenses. We know we're going to try to push the issue and attack when we have the ball. This could be a fun one, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thank you. They're putting the priority on offense today if everything goes according to plan.
Yeah, I mean, from the sound of it, they're not going to be using much of the shot clock here in the early going.
And why should they when they have such tremendous quick strike ability? Put pressure on the defense and keep it on.
And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mavericks on D. They trail by 3. And the Mavs, Doris, not only took a lot of threes, they made a lot of threes.
Well, when you have shooters, the likes of Dirk Nowitzki, Wes Matthews, Doug McDermott, the list goes on, three-point shooting was the least of their worries last season.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. No question, Porzingis is a tremendous talent, Doris. We've seen that, but he continues to struggle some as a rebounder.
I think automatically you see a 7'3" guy and you say, okay, that's 10 rebounds. But the reality is Porzingis has been more of a face-up, good athlete, attack the rim. He can get to the glass, and I think you'll see more of that in the future.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Well, you have got to love the versatility of Kristaps Porzingis. Unbelievable shooting touch at 7'3", can also be a monster on the defensive end. Good luck, future of the NBA.
Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. The Celtics also changing it up. Cantor, he's checked in for Hayward. And it's Brown in for Marcus Smart. And one thing Rick Carlisle is known for is his accountability.
Right, and that extends to himself as much as it does the players who play for him. Listen, if this guy makes the wrong play call, he is going to make sure you know about that. And I think that's an approach you see from the top down in this organization.
Now here's Walker. He has 6. No good on the 3. Brown against Hardaway. Pass to Barea. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. And Boston with the rebound. Brown wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Well, don't you love the way Jaylen Brown is squaring up in the mid-range? This guy's getting his feet under him. His pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Now here is Hardaway. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Back to Powell. Passes it to Barea. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Now, great look on that. Just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Barea against Walker. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting. Teams changing it up here. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Celtics leading by 7. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game. Brown dishes to Cantor. 6 on the shot clock. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. No good there. And it's Dallas the other way. Wright looking around. It's Powell on the wing. And the pass to Brunson. No good.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Dallas. And the Celtics also making a change. Edwards, he's checked in for Walker. The kick out to Brown. And it falls over the rim and in.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 9-point game. Outside, Porzingis. Shot to end this cold run, and it's in there. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Well, we see a de-emphasis of the mid-range shot opportunities in today's NBA, but Porzingis excels in that area.
Here is Edwards. He kicks to Cantor. Shoots over Powell. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
And you can't end the period any better than that.
Boy, you call that a perfect closeout. You love the aggressiveness on the offensive end leading to that final shot.
And so it's Boston, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
I think one key is they've controlled the tempo so far, and I know it's early, but it helps to have this kind of lead.
Here's Wright. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And last year, the Celtics appearing in the Eastern Conference Finals for a 35th season.
Simply incredible, Kevin. The most in the East by far. The Sixers and Pistons are a distant second and third. And the way this front office has constructed this roster, expect that total to rise in the coming years.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. ABC is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then there's Edwards. And it's Wanamaker in at the shooting guard position. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Here's Wanamaker. Edwards passes to Wanamaker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Kanter. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lee outside. Pass to Brunson. And it's blocked by Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. ABC's checked in for the Celtics. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Wright outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Kanter. They get it back. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Well, the 7-footer showing how easy it can be. Enes Kanter, aggressive.
So it's the Mavericks now, following the bucket by the Celtics. And it's Wright missing.
His high percentage shot right at the rim, and he's wondering what happened.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Langford, covered by Lee. Takes a shot at the elbow. Another shot. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Here's Wanamaker, following the score by Dallas. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 6. Inside, here's Wright. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Well, how about DeLon Wright having his best season as a pro last year? He had tremendous numbers, solidifying his role as a backup point guard. And I'll tell you this, he had some games where he simply took over.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Burke. Edwards defending. Burke kicks to Lee. Back to Burke. Over Edwards. Tries again. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Marjanovic.
Really strong rebound on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. And Wright is a taller point guard. Not an easy matchup off the bench.
I'll tell you, Kevin, this guy has got a great nose for steals and block shots. He knows how to use the length he has on the defensive end, and he can be tenacious on the glass. Go ahead, DeLon Wright, do your thing.
Different look for Dallas. Doncic is checked in for Lee, and it's Seth Curry in for DeLon Wright. Here's Walker. He's got 6. There's the triple. Kept alive by Boston. And he overshot that one, missing. Mavericks trail by 4. Outside Curry. Plenty of space, and it's Dallas with another.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Passes it to Smart. Shoots over Curry. Doesn't go for it. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Burke looking over the floor. Again, the Mavericks score.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
For Boston, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. To the inside. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right. The effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
For Boston, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. And Barea subbed in for Trey Burke.
think when you talk about the Dallas Mavericks, it's not hard to think about the ownership. Driven, intelligent, committed, and the team has embodied those traits.
Now here's Barea. Porzingis with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just one on the basket from Kristaps Porzingis. And Walker kicks to Smart. Shot on the wing. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Boy, they leave an area of the floor totally unprotected, and he lets it go to waste.
Back to Barea. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. To the paint. Porzingis finds Marjanovic. Curry on the wing. Guarded by Smart. Porzingis can't hit. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas. To the inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
But, Kevin, I just love how Gordon Hayward has become so crafty on the interior. He really just keeps the defense off balance.
The Celtics have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. First one falls for him.
What a package Gordon Hayward brings to the table. Size, athleticism, high IQ for the game of basketball. You can count on his decision-making at both ends. I just love his game.
Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Hayward hits them both.
Boy, what a storybook season for the Boston Celtics as they enter the championship conversation. The Celtics taking the Cavs to 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals before ending in heartbreak. And to do it with one of the youngest rosters in the league, look out below, everybody. You know, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
Walker against Barea. Now here's Tatum. Not a lot of room. Guarded by Marjanovic. Lets it go from 14 and misses it off the right side of the rim. Kicks it to Barea with the shot. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Man, with the defense laying off him, you know he's going to pull the trigger. They're lucky he didn't burn him.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Boston on top, up 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? Boston had no problems getting going. They launched into a 6-0 run with an impressive effort on both ends of the floor. And it was a 9-point lead for them as they finished the first quarter. Heading into the second quarter, the wheels started to fall off the cart as they were outscored by a healthy margin, but were still able to limp into halftime nursing a 1-point lead. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
The skyline of Dallas illuminating the night sky as we welcome you back to the Lone Star State. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
And it's mattered not, Greg, whether he's been spotting up or creating for himself. He was unstoppable, and you hope it carries over to the second half.
And so it's Barea with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 1. We've got Doncic. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Barea in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Porzingis kicks to Barea. Hits the jumper in space. Barea's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Dallas.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Hayward outside. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Doncic with it. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Very hard to contend with a player with the size and touch and well-rounded offensive game that Kristaps Porzingis has.
Hayward passes to Walker. Fires it up. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Walker's got 8 points. You talked about what it takes to be a great head coach, Doris. Qualities that you think are paramount to the success, for instance, of an assistant coach.
Maybe the most important attribute to an assistant coach would be coaching with your heart and soul like it's your job on the line every night, not just the head coach's job. Right? If you pour your heart and soul into something and make that head coach's job easier, then you've functioned appropriately. And the other thing it's allowed you to do is it's allowed you to accelerate your growth. You're constantly thinking, what would I do in this situation? That helps you in the long term.
Love that perspective. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. A nice shot by Barea.
Really like the energy I'm seeing from this offense. 3 for 4 to open the third.
Walker dishes to Tatum. Smart on the wing. Down low, here's Hayward. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists in the game.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Both teams will make substitutions. The Celtics with the lead. Smart finds Hayward. To the left wing. Here's Wanamaker. Just 5 to shoot. Tatum passes to Wanamaker. Powell with the steal. Over to the wing. Now here's Doncic. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. To the middle. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Smart. The thing about Porzingis, interesting guy beyond just basketball.
No doubt, Kev. I mean, here's a man who speaks 3 languages. He had a Carmelo Anthony jersey as a kid. He had a couple of Latvian rap songs written about him, and the guy's just getting started.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Trey Burks checked in for Hardaway. ABC's checked in for the Celtics. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
Smart kicks to Tatum. Back to Smart. Shoots over Burke. That that one off the back iron and out.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Doncic dishes to Powell. Pass to Burke. Pass to Porzingis. Fires the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Outside Tatum. Doncic with the steal. While the Mavericks moving it up. The finish. And the dunk by Doncic.
And great steal and look ahead there. Compared to most guys his age, Doncic sees the game at another level.
Here's Wanamaker. To the paint. A reverse. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now here's Burke, guarded by Smart. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Dallas, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. The first one falls. The Dallas Mavericks last season could not have been more disappointing, Doris.
Well, you think about management for this organization, Kevin. They had tried to avoid a rebuild. But at some point, every franchise probably has to go through it. And one of the things you must have in a rebuild is patience.
Curry's checked in for the Mavericks. Both shots good from the stripe.
I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done.
Smart goes in, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Dallas.
Well, that's an example of the strength of Marcus Smart. He barrels into the defense in order to pick up the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And you know what I love, Kevin, is Marcus Smart just continues to improve. We know he's a powerful athletic guard, but he wants to keep building different aspects of his game.
And so, Smart nails both of them. The Mavericks leading. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. Porzingis has got 16.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
This is it to Canner. Shoots over Powell. Boston, no good that time either. Mavericks leading by 3. Doncic passes to Curry and stolen by Tatum. Inside, Brown. Yes, that goes in. He has 6.
Oh, how about Jaylen Brown showing us his touchdown low? Skilled at getting high percentage shots in the paint.
Now here's Burke. Defense is right there. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Clearly a foul.
Dallas shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for the Mavericks. DeLon Wright comes in for Seth Curry. Burke hits them both.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Here's Wanamaker. Now the pass to Brown. For the tie, and the 3 ball is good. And this game is tied up now.
Well, you've got to get out on Jaylen Brown now. This is a young man who has shown great strides in improving his perimeter game.
Burke kicks to Lee. Pass to Porzingis. Trying to find Wright. He's got it now. That one goes in.
He's got such soft touch around the rim. The D has to try to keep him out of the paint because if he gets close, it's lights out.
Pass to Ganner. It's Brown on the wing. Powell with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Up top, Burke. He's covered by Brown. Burke kicks to Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Mavericks have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And the technical free throw is good. To the right side. With 1 on the clock. Can't get it to fall.
Well, I think this is the kind of defense that you need from your leader. Gordon Hayward, excellent at staying in front of his man.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Mavericks lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Right now, right here. Stop, score, stop. One time. Stop, score, stop.
Well, he's clearly keeping it simple there with that message.
I mean, great communicating with his guys, especially when things get tight.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Brown and Hayward, the duo at forward. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Wanamaker in at the shooting guard. Here's Barea. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Right side, Porzingis. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got 3 assists in the game. Wanamaker the pass to Hayward. Dishes it to Walker. Back to Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. Over Porzingis. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And that's now 9 points for Gordon Hayward. And so it's Barea with it. They'll bring it up for Dallas. They lead by 1. The teardrop falls in.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Boston shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Walker finds Hayward. Brown feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Shoots it up. Off the left rim and out.
I'll tell you, he's not going to get in his coach's good graces if he's missing wide open looks like that.
Right, the pass to Barea. Back to Wright. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Walker. Passes to Brown. Here's Wanamaker. Over Hardaway. Offensive rebound. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
He's so very quick to convert off the miss and usually with authority.
And the Mavericks call time here. switch here. Doncic is checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Walker after Luka Doncic's bucket. Shoots over Barea. Walker's shot is off. Dallas leading by 5. Now Doncic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
No good on that one. Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Here's Walker. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. And finished off by Brown.
Well, how about the leaping ability of Jaylen Brown? Soars high for the rim-rocking slam. Go to work, young man.
Barea kicks to Porzingis. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
So good at attacking the defense. At 7'3" and incredibly mobile, Kristaps Porzingis draws the contact.
And he knocks down the first one. Smart's checked in for Brown. And so he makes both from the line. Celtics trail by 6. Poked away. Back to Walker. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
I'd say that's the killer instinct you need to have. You love the attacking mentality near the cup.
Now here is Hardaway. Feeds it to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. 3-pointers off the mark.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
And the officials call a traveling violation. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. And here's Barea. Doncic with it. Great D that time from Tatum.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg, especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Here is Barea. After Gordon Hayward's bucket, it's tipped. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tatum's got it all tied up now for Boston.
Well, Jason Tatum, in a big moment, he is unafraid.
Barea kicks to Porzingis. Back to Barea. It's not going to go for him. Walker with some nice D. The pass to Hayward to take the lead. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Hayward's got 6 points in the quarter.
Exactly what you want from the talented Hayward, the kind of poise that makes him a big shot maker.
Porzingis finds Barea. Turned away against Smart. 5 to shoot. And they get it. It's money from deep.
Well, how about the competitive nature of Tim Hardaway Jr.? Important spot, no problem.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Boston. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. 51 seconds left in the game. We've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game. Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight, that they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Down low. Here's Smart. Yes!
No doubt. You love seeing him knock down the clutch basket.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To Porzingis. Over Hayward. Porzingis can't hit. And so it's Boston with it. It's a 1-point game. Walker. Money!
Exactly the kind of ball movement they're looking for.
32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
And it's still within reach.
Maybe, but they've got to score every time they touch the ball.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 3. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Porzingis, and Hayward with the block.
Well, this is where Gordon Hayward has turned himself into a dependable two-way player. How good is he at using his length to turn away these shots?
And that's an intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shot.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
And so it's Barea with it. They'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Here's Porzingis. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Barea kicks to Powell. Left side Hardaway. And stolen by Tatum. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
2 shots.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.